This is 15 ohm, R2 20 ohm, and R3 10 ohm. Now these all resistors are connected in the parallel. Okay, so like suppose they are connected in this circuit. This is circuit we are considering it. Okay, and third one you can take like this here. Okay, so suppose like this your circuit, and you have to find here what we have to find here, equivalent resistance. So when we are taking parallel resistance, that time we are writing like this. It's inverse of the resistance, that is the 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. Okay, then R1 is given there 15 ohm, so you have to write here 15 plus R2 is given 20 and R3 is given 10. Now you see we have to add this. How we can add? When its base or denominator is the same, but here it's not same. Here 15, here 20 and 10. So we have to find one number, so it is the same for all. So if you see there, 15 for the 60, 23 the 60 and 10 6 the 60, then we will get here denominator is the same or base is the same. So for making it, we are going to write like this, 4 ones are like this, and then 4 into 15, making the denominator same. Then 3 into 1, then 3 into 20 plus 6 into 1. So if you see 6 into 1 divided by 6 into 10. Now you will get here its denominator same, 4 into 15 60, 3 into 20 60, and 6 10 the 60. 4 ones are 4 plus 3 ones are 3, 6 ones are 6 upon 60. But here what we have got here, 1 upon RP. Remember this, what we are finding, 1 upon RP. Then here we are getting this 13 upon 60. So we require the value of RP. We require the value of RP, and here given it's the inverse. So we can take it in the form of like this directly. RP means 1 upon RP. We are taking in the form of RP. That time what happened? This 60 is become here numerator, and 13 will become their denominator. Then divide it, and you will get your answer 4.615 ohm. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Okay. 3 resistors having resistance, what is that? First one 5 ohm, second one 10 ohm, and third one 30 ohm are connected in parallel. Again, same thing is they are connected in parallel like this. You have to consider. Okay. So these all are connected in the parallel. Okay. Then, and potential difference of 12 volt applied across bit among them. So what is, suppose this your 12 volt is applied here across them. Okay, these 3 resistors are in parallel. Obtain the current flowing through the circuit. First we have to find I. Obtain the current, and through individual resistors we have to find out for the individual resistors, means for a single resistor. Okay, then what is the effective resistance in the circuit? Okay, so R1 is there 5 ohm, R2 is 10 ohm, R3 is 30 ohm, and V is given 12 ohm. So first we have to find current for the individual resistor. So individual resistor means you have to take first your R1. So I is equal to, you know the formula, V upon R. You should know this formula. This is the Ohm's law. We are just rearranging here. We are writing V is equal to IR. Instead of we have to find here current. Due to that reason, we are taking I is equal to V upon R. And here we are speaking about the first resistance. Due to that reason, here written V upon R1. Now V is given 12. V is given 12. Okay. Then 12 upon R1. R1 is here 5. You can divide it. If you don't know, then you have to learn it how to find out. Now I am going to show here 12 upon 5. So 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. Then remain here 2. Take the decimal point, then 20, and 5 4s are 20. So you'll get here 2.4 ampere current for first resistor. Same we have to do for the I2 V upon R2. That is, you'll get 12 upon 10 because second is given here 10 ohm resistor. So due to that 12 upon 10 we get 1.2 ohm. And for 3 it's given 30 ohm. Okay, then 12 upon 30 you'll get there 0.4 ampere. Now we have to find here total current. Now we have got here individual current. So we have to add this for total current. For I means here is equal to total current I1 plus I2 plus I3. Then add all. What you will get? I1 is the 2.4, I2 1.2, and I3 0.4. You will get the answer 4 ampere. Total current will be flow through this resistor. This circuit is that 4.0 ampere. Then we have to find their equivalent resistance. So same formula for equivalent resistance. 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So here take the individual resistors, that is 1 upon 5, then second 1 upon 10, and third resistor 1 upon 30. Now here is also same thing 5, 10, 30. We have to make their denominator same. So 30 is there, we can make 10 3s are 30 and 5 3s are 5 6 are 30. Okay. So now here you can write 6 into 1 upon 6 into 5 plus 10 3s are 30 means 3 into 1 upon 3 into 10, and remaining as it is we are going to keep here, that is 1 upon 30. Getting it? Then 6 1 the 6 plus 3 9, 9 plus 1 10, and 10 upon this 30 as it is. So what will get? Equivalent resistance, that is a 1 upon Rp is equal to 10 upon 30. So the zeros we can cancel and we can take its inverse, then Rp is equal to 3. Have you understood, student? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Any other students having doubt? I told already about this. So electricity in our homes is brought through the main conducting cable, either from the electric pole or from the underground cables. So there are 3 wires. Mainly, how many wires are there? 3 wires. So one wire is for the live wire, which brings the current. Second one, if you see its color, that is red or brown, and it's their insulation. And the other wire is called neutral wire, through which the current returns. Neutral wire is used for the extra current to return it, and its color is blue or black. And in India, already we discussed 220 volt, 220 potential difference between the live wire and neutral wires. Okay, and both these wires are connected in our meter. You can see outside or through a fuse. It's not directly through a fuse, and through a main switch they are connected to all our conducting wires inside the home. There is a main switch is inside your home, and due to that reason, when there any problems happen, we are first we have to off that main switch, and then we can check it. Okay, and each separate circuit, various electrical appliances are connected between the live and neutral wires. If you see at your home, if they are connecting wires, they are joining that time. 2 wires they are connected at a time. One is the live wire and second one is the neutral wire. Okay, and between it, you will see how much there are different appliances we can join on the that board. If you see, we are just switch on the button and fan start, switch on the button, bulb is lightning, switch off the button, whatever their appliances, they are going to close, they are going to stop. These things happen due to it only. And third wire, that is the earth wire, which is yellow or green color, and this is connected to a metal plate very deep underground near the house, and it's for safety purposes. Now it's they are outdated, we can say, but generally these three wires were used before. Nowadays we know only two wires. Okay, in cities it is not possible to underground, we have to keep this wire to, they are joining this neutral wire and this earth wire also between in that circuit only. Now fuse wire, have you seen this like this fuse? Have you listened what
Yes.
fuse? So
Yes, sir.
this fuse wire is protect our domestic appliances. If their over voltage or over current will be passed through it, immediately this fuse wire will be there melt, and it will be stop the flowing that electricity in the appliances. And due to that, what happen? Our appliances will be the safe. They will be the safe. Otherwise, if this fuse wire will be not present in it, then our whatever appliances will be damaged, they can blast, okay, or it can burn. Okay, it is a harmful. So it is a made up of mixture substances have a specific melting point, and it is connected in a series to the electric appliances. If for some reason the current in the circuit increases excessively, the fuse wire gets heated up and melts. Okay. And protecting the appliances, this wire is fitted in the groove in the body of porcelain like non-conducting material. If you see like the structure is there, right? Have you seen in your home?
Yes. Yes, sir.
We are using this type of fuse wires or this cartridge fuse. This fuse is used in your vehicles also. In your vehicles also, we are using this. Okay. Now, next we have to see the precaution to be taken while using the electricity. Now, no need to tell you which precautions, but just for better understanding, we are going to take this. Okay. So, electric switches and sockets should be fitted at a height at which small children cannot reach. You know, you will see at your home, there these switches are at height, they are not at the bottom on the walls. Okay, why? Because if any small child or children, they will go there, they may be harmed. Okay, they can put directly their nails or pins inside it, and through that current will be passed, and maybe that child or that what is the children, they are going to die or they will be affected because electricity can pass through our body. And then pull up plug wires should not be pulled while removing a plug from its socket. Means that plug wires should not be pulled while removing a plug. Means when we are pulling it, that time it should not directly open. Before cleaning an electrical appliance, it should be switched off. Whatever your fans or your bulbs or whatever things, which electrical appliances you are using at home, it should be off first, and then only we can clean it. And another thing, we can remove the plug from the socket. Suppose you are using their iron, another their table fans, that we are switching their plug inside it, so we can remove that from the socket. Okay. And once the hands should be dry while handling the electrical appliances. Our hands should be the dry. Yes, Darshan More, you want to speak something?
No, sir, by mistake.
Okay. So our hands should be dry while we are using the electrical appliances, and if they're wet, then don't touch to it. Remember, if your hands or your body is the wet, then don't touch to these electrical appliances. It is the best for our security, okay, for our safety. And while we are going close to these electrical appliances, means suppose their wires are there, we are handling those wiremen and other people are using this electrician, they should use their shoes that it should be the rubber soles. And why rubber soles we have to use? Because rubber is the insulator, and due to that reason, it will be prevent current flowing from our body, and due to that reason, we can protect from it. And if any person will get the shock by mistake, that time don't touch to that person. Okay, you have to do first thing, switch off the main switch, and second thing, you can pull that person by the dried any wooden, there we can take wood, okay, maybe their plow or any other things, okay. We are using that stick, bamboo stick for it, so it should be there dry, it should not wet. If it will be wet, then it is a harmful that both person. Okay, students, understood everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.